Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. As always, your host with the most, Ghost. Today we got another top 10 list. Want to thank a subscriber for sending in the video idea for today's video. Thank you guys very much. Keep sending in those suggestions. As always, if you have any more suggestions, any video ideas you'd like to see, DVD reviews done, make sure you comment down below. I'm still catching up on a few DVD reviews, but I'm slowly getting them all done. So I still have to do Backlash and Survivor Series from 2007, along with a few others. So if I have already done your suggestion, thank you very much, guys. Let's get into today's video. Today we got top 10 wrestler documentaries, or superstar documentaries, however you want to phrase it. The top 10 superstar documentaries from WWE. I tried to stick with wrestler only here, but you could toss in Paul Heyman's easily on here. I tried to steer away from DVDs like The True Story of WrestleMania and the Rise and Fall of ECW, WCW, different ones like that were more on the promotional side. So we got 11 great docs here that I would highly recommend you all pick up. Number 10, I'm gonna put a tie right off the bat at number 10. Because these were too good to keep off the list. And, like I always say before the videos start, my list might be completely different from your list. So make sure you guys comment down below what superstar DVDs would be in your top 10. Right away, guys, at number 10 here, I'm going to go with Roddy Piper, Born to Controversy, and Dusty Rhodes, The American Dream, the Dusty Rhodes story. Two awesome DVDs. They should probably be slotted a little bit higher because, man, I love Dusty Rhodes and I love Roddy Piper. They're two of the best men ever to be on the microphone. I mean, the thing I think that knocked a couple things down for these two were that they're done mostly through kayfabe, and I think that really hurt the two DVDs. My opinion, guys. So it's only my opinion, But aside from that, phenomenal docs. Next up here, we got It's Good to Be King, the Jerry Lawler story. Similar to, Dusty Rhodes and Roddy Piper. Jerry Lawler, he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. And I think he still holds the record for winning the most championships from any wrestler. Jerry Lawler has won over 100 different championships in his wrestling career. Ironically, he's never won a championship in WWE. Next up, again, I believe this one could probably be slotted a little bit higher, but we got some good docs on this list, I'll admit that. So I'm going to go with Eddie Guerrero, Cheating Death, Stealing Life, one of my personal favorite documentaries. Man, one of the greatest of all time here. Next up, we got Macho Man, the Randy Savage story. Oh man, this documentary will put you in tears. It's one of the saddest documentaries ever, and I got a little teary-eyed during the Macho Man's DVD. Man, it's rough watching some of that. Next up, we got CM Punk, Best in the World. I mean, what would a top 10 documentary list be without CM Punk? It's probably one of the best documentaries WWE has done over the last, when was this released? 20 2012. So this is probably one of the greatest docs on this list. One of the newer ones, anyway. Besides Jerry Lawler, but CM Punk definitely. You could tell he put a lot of time and effort into making that documentary something special. All right, we're cracking the top 5 here. And if you want to see any of these reviewed by themselves, if I haven't done it already, comment down below. I'll definitely review them on their own. Next one. It's one I have reviewed recently. One of my personal favorite superstars. Sucks he had to retire so early, so young. Talking about Edge. You Think You Know Me, the story of Edge. Next up here, I'm going to go with Bret the Hitman Hart. The best there is, the best there was, and the best that there ever will be. What can you say about Bret Hart? I'm glad that Bret Hart took a participation in this DVD, so we didn't end up with another self-destruction DVD. Excuse me, man. Top 3, guys. This is tough, but I think I'm gonna go this way. At number 3, I'm gonna go with For All Mankind. I was just blown away when I first watched this documentary. I thought it was done absolutely wonderful. Mick Foley is one of my all-time favorites. He might not be in my top 10, but he's not too far behind. His matches were not the most technical ever, but you could tell Mick Foley had a lot of pride in what he did. He definitely had no problem putting his body on the line night after night, and that's why his DVD makes my list. And he's just such a great storyteller as well. So that's that. Top 2. Breaking the Code, Behind the Walls of Chris Jericho. Got that dope ass slip on there. Beautiful DVD. I got this a while back for about $5, and I'll tell you what, I would probably pay 10 or 20 bucks for this, because it's well worth the money. If you don't have this Chris Jericho DVD in your collection, you're missing out on something, because this is really, really well done. It's become one of my personal favorites throughout the DVD collection. And just before we get into the number 1, just a couple honorable mentions here that didn't make the list. Of course, Triple H. I know Rock's DVD doesn't get a lot of love, but I'd probably put his, maybe 12. Daniel Bryan's DVD is pretty underrated as well. Ultimate Warrior, Always Believe. I really like I know it's not a superstar DVD, but Heart and Soul. Owen Hart, of course. Jake the Snake Roberts. Pillman. Mr. Perfect. There's tons and tons of great documentaries out there. But the number 1 DVD I went with for one of the best documentaries of all time. Around 2.5, almost 3 hours long. I'm talking about The Bottom Line on the most popular superstar of all time, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Fantastic documentary. And we got a 3-disc Blu-ray, and that's very rare you see a 3-disc Blu-ray. This thing is over 10 hours worth of content. Just incredible to go back and watch all of his crazy stuff from Raw, the beer truck, the cement truck, the Zamboni, the monster truck. All of those cool segments are on this Blu-ray or the DVD if you have it. So there we have it, guys. That was the top 10 wrestler superstar documentaries. I also have a video coming, top 10 deals and steals that I got on WWE DVDs. I got a few really good steals along the way getting the collection done. So take some time and subscribe to the channel, guys. We will talk to you later. Peace.